I made the dangerous mistake of leaving the United States for a couple of days and not looking at the news cycle so I could live my life for 5 minutes. And of course, when I got back on U.S. soil, I realized that everything is still trash. A few days ago, Eric Garcetti, the mayor of Los Angeles, issued a new lockdown order that bans walking. Let me repeat that. Walking outside is prohibited. And if you didn't already think that that is hot garbage, it also bans driving, travel on public transport, bikes, motorcycles, and scooters. You can't ride a bike. What the what is happening? This ban prohibits non-essential walking, but there are exceptions for the homeless and a couple of other things. So what that basically means is if you're outside walking and you get pulled over, you gotta be like, I'm homeless. Meanwhile, yesterday, the king of California, Governor Gaslight, Gavin Mussolini, the heavily lacquered sun god of San Francisco, held a 90-minute press conference where he outlined a new public health safety initiative where he plans on spending $80 million of taxpayer money on 1,000 billboards across the state of California with fun cultural quips like 6 feet apart and keep friends safer. Nice job, dude! If you have not found a reason to leave the state of California for big flow, big moisture, no chapstick, big runs, kingdom, I don't really know what you're looking at, Jack. Because in case you haven't figured it out, these lockdowns are barely having any effect whatsoever. And if you compared California to a place like Big Flow, you would realize that the cases per 100,000, the deaths per 100,000 are minimal, a minimal difference. And the lockdown orders are so much different in these two places that the effect is negligible. And nothing else is being considered into this, like, the destruction of small business and all of these people's lives and livelihood. Meanwhile, in the state of New York, you have Governor Dehydrated Owl Andrew Cuomo, who is a piece of hot garbanzo beans, who is still pumping his garbage book about all of the lessons that he learned as he presided over the highest concentration of deaths of any state in America, is on a live stream with Dr. Fauci, aka God, and they compared themselves to De Niro and Pacino. I'll tell him what to do, and you're gonna come in. Shut up, Al! Meanwhile, in New York City, Saturday Night Live is back to filming with a live studio audience. How did they do that as thousands of businesses and livelihoods are destroyed and people leave the city at record levels? How did they pull that off? Well, they just happened to skirt the Corona Clap rules by having every single person in their audience paid $150 because the rules say that as long as they are employees that they can be there. Oh, rules for thee. Meanwhile, 1 block away in the exact same New York City, you can't eat a sandwich at a table inside 20 feet away from another human being. All right, that seems fine. But outdoor dining is allowed, where they're just literally, quite literally, building buildings outside so that they can be not inside. All right, science. And no daily dumpster briefing would be complete without Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez posting on Instagram that excluding undocumented immigrants from the 2020 census is a blatant attempt to manipulate census data and decide who counts and who doesn't. Oh, really? Is that really true, AOC? You mean people that illegally migrated to the United States? You mean people who broke the law? That's who you're expecting to be counted in the census? Illegal? Okay. And of course, not to be outdone by another member of the squad, the woke squad, Representative Ilhan Omar, who is a peddler of hot garbage, has made the news today because an LLC co-owned by her husband got $635,000 in Corona Clap relief, and also, mind you, that her campaign paid this firm the largest sum of any firm on her campaign, over $1.6 million in 1 quarter. It is so funny how Ilhan Omar and AOC, sultans of slang, these woke leaders, just constantly tweet victim, 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 the government. Meanwhile, they just enrich themselves with millions of dollars from that exact same system. Good job, Ilhan. Yet, of course, anybody who questions their incredibly shady behaviors is a racist or a sexist, anti-feminist, my haters, saying what up to my haters, buy a $65 tax the rich sweatshirt. Woke squad, you suck. Yo, you think I'm kidding? Ilhan Omar 12 hours ago. I think my trolls secretly want me to be powerful, influential, and rich. Oh, why? Because you just took all that money? Okay. And this whole time, we have truly misunderstood them as hateful, ignorant, xenophobic reasons. Yo, Ilhan, here's a news flash. Anyone who points out the truth with facts is not a troll, you jabroni. Did you hear what Roberto Sausalito said about Ilhan Omar on Twitter? He said the truth about something that she really did. Reasons. Wait. Facts, reasons. Fackety facts, xenophobic. Fackety facts. Reasons, xenophobic, sexist, misogynist trolls. Yo, everything is trash. Yo, woke squad, assemble! We got a reason, xenophobic, sexist, misogynist, xenophobic reasons over here. Reason. Anyone who disagrees with me is a reason. Oh, wait, while we're on that topic, wait. He's got more? No, he doesn't. Bobby's last. Make it end! Here we go! Just over a week ago, YouTube star Jake Paul made headlines when he knocked out former NBA player Nate Robinson in a televised boxing match. In an interview following this boxing match, former ESPN host Jamelle Hill asked Jake Paul if knocking out Nate Robinson, a black man, was racist. She said, and I quote, "Considering where we are in our racial conversation in America, was what you did racist? Let me remind you that boxing is a sport, and this was a pain." Like, what? I guess she just assumes that because Jake Paul is white and Nate Robinson is black, that he should have just let him win because of racism. Let me remind you, she used to work for ESPN, the global leader in sports. What? This exact same Jamelle Hill, who, let me remind you, is a literal clown shoe. What? Clown shoe? Reason. Why? Because clown shoes are red and the Mississippi state flag has red in it and there's a reason. She tweeted out just a few months ago that if you voted for Trump, you're a racist. No wiggle room. What does that even mean? What are you talking? This person has millions of followers. Facts are trashed. Everything's illegal. The world is garbage.